Welcome, guys, to the Final Point Podcast. I'm your host, Adriel, and my co host, Boston, Josh.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? All right, so
Man,
we have
back like we never left.
indeed. So we have some, we're back here, guys. We're going to give you a updated look onto the playoffs as of now. We had a big game tonight, Boston versus the 76ers. Which we're going to go ahead and talk about that since the game just ended right now. Give you guys our live reaction to that. So, firstly, Josh, go ahead and take it away since I know this is your team. This is your turf.
Yeah, look, it's sort of what we've. When I say we, I mean Celtic Nation have become used to is the Celtics uncalled for complacency in urgent times. These aren't really urgent in a sense, but we got to close these guys out. We should not be playing with our food right now. And watching the game just makes me realize more and more that maybe we're not at that level yet. There's no reason why we should have lost two games to the Sixers. I don't care if Joel Embiid came back. He's not a big enough difference for us to lose two games to them. And at the level that we've been playing, we should be sweeping them right now. So back to Philly and hopefully close it out there.
So, my biggest takeaway of this game so far, well, within these last two losses, for Boston, is that we're just honestly seeing also some bad shooting nights. Uh, I wouldn't say you guys shot it well today, um, and usually that's where Philly starts to come back into the game with that grittiness. I mean, Quentin Grimes had some big plays down the stretch on the fourth, um, with a couple threes, and VJ Edgecombe as well. Finally, and he was not shooting right either. Came out with a big three at the end. But most of all, yeah, the help of Joel Embiid was able to kind of give Kada some foul trouble and get them back into the game. But yeah, it does kind of. I do agree with you as well on that point of Boston just kind of looks like they kind of left their foot off the gas, and they even knew it at the ending of the fourth too. Um, so I at least expect Boston to pull out with the closeout the following game.
Yeah, and thank you for your support on that. Listen, um,
Unfortunately,
what the NBA playoff does to teams is it exposes you for your weaknesses. If you have any flaws, they're going to come out during the playoffs.
100%.
And teams have time to plan, they have time to watch film. And the Celtics, too, dynamic duo, ended off with 20 points apiece each, 24 for Tatum, 22 for Brown. And the supporting cast just really didn't show up. We all knew P. Pritchard was not going to have that kind of game back to back.
Yeah,
It's easy. He's easy to plan for. These Pritchard games pop off randomly. He'll have a random 30-point game
hmm
every 15 to 16, games in the season. He'll have a game where he goes off. So I expect one of these out of Pritch each series going forward. But the rest of the supporting cast got to show up. I'd like to find out if at all possible, we can just put it out there. I'd like to find out if anyone has seen Derek White because he's been a fucking no show this whole these for the past I'd say maybe 30 games. Derek White has been a no show.
yeah,
Yes, he shows up on defense. Oh, okay. We need you for points too. Okay, we need playoff Derek White to show up, and he has not shown up.
yeah. I think he scored like 9 today.
Yeah, we
9.
can't be relying on a 6 foot leprechaun to go off and give us a spark. We cannot be counting on that. You can only ask for so much from JT and from JB. The rest of the crew got to show up.
Yeah, I also feel
All
like
the
the
performers.
Celtics have been playing a little reserved for now. It seems
This is
like,
not going to get it done against OKC. It's not going
yeah,
to get done against the Spurs.
but you can clearly kind of see, kind of tell a little bit that they know they outmatch Philadelphia. Now, I wouldn't want to play with Philadelphia in that type of situation, especially from what we saw tonight, knowing that they got some. I think even after the first win, Boston should have shut them down automatically. Because again, this is a team you do not want to give them confidence or leeway, uh, for them to even come back. But we have one more game, or potentially two more games, on the horizon for Boston. But we'll have to take a look at the next game, see what happens. But again, I have them.
The
I
look of
have them coming
disgust.
out. The look of disgust.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Joe Mazzulla right now is on the verge of killing someone probably within that locker room. So
Well, the only thing is, I mean, as a player, I can imagine you can only take so much of Crazy Joe. I mean, at some
yeah,
point, you're gonna tune him out. Joe's so fucking intense and passionate about um, the schematics, but he's big on effort, and I'm sure it
mhm,
was driving him crazy. And I'm sure this is not gonna be the last game that this happens. There's gonna be a few more of these. So Celtic Nation, buckle up. We're on for a ride. They're gonna have games where they should not be losing and they're gonna lose.
mhm,
Simple as that. And we just gotta live with that. We're gonna go back to Philly and finish it out.
yep.
Yes.
Yep, I'm on the same boat with you. Let's go ahead now and move on to the rest of the playoffs. Let's go ahead and take a look at our updated playoff bracket here. Let me get it up. Oh, 1 second.
It's been some exciting
And
playoffs, man.
yes, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So we do have our first winners on the West, the OKC and Phoenix Suns game. Um, Not really an amazing series. Definitely questionable plays as you would expect
Snooze
from
fest.
a
It's been a snooze fest, man. They haven't. I mean, that's just not a good matchup. The
no.
Suns don't have enough.
Yeah, they don't. And it's kind of feel bad for Devin Booker because he's a competitor and he shows up every
Don't feel
game.
bad for him. He's rich.
True. But you know what I mean. As a fan of Devin Booker, I hate to see him in these losing situations, especially how the last 4 years have played out for him. Uh, so hopefully there's some restructuring on the off season because there will be a potential free agency coming up at 2027, I believe, for him.
Yeah. He knew when he signed that extension, he knew this wasn't going to change.
Yeah,
D Booker was signing up for losing for the last of his prime.
for sure.
Because if you weren't planning, or if you didn't know this was going to happen, then you're delusional, because the rest of us knew, or you were okay with it because you're ready to you're going to ride because you're loyal. So now you're going to just pack your shit and take your loyal ass back to Phoenix. And hopefully this is a wake up call for Devin Booker. I've been a Devin Booker fan for a long time. Hopefully this is a wake up call for you. uh, Sometimes money isn't everything. Okay, you could have not signed the extension and went to a contender. Can you imagine the Houston Rockets and you replace KD with Devin Booker? I think he fits better on that team. You can
Yep.
plug and play. Devin Booker is a plug and play kind of player. He would fit with almost any team, and he chose to stay in Phoenix and lose. So fuck you, loser.
Yeah, that's pretty close to his last co-star Bradley Beal, which also did the same type of decision.
Yeah. They chose money over, and you know what? One of the greatest of all time did it too. Melo, the original Melo, Carmelo Anthony, chose money over winning,
Correct.
and then
Correct.
we knock Kevin Durant for choosing winning over money. Shit,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Which, talking about Kevin Durant, the next series up for OKC would be the winner to be decided from the that elimination game between Los Angeles and the Houston Rockets. Which, let me go ahead and say, I was totally wrong on the podcast for choosing the Rockets over the Lakers.
I was
Lakers
wrong with
have
you, man.
Yep, Lakers have shown up, and let me tell you guys, I know how people online feel about Bronny James, but to watch that amazing moment with his dad in OT, overtime playoff
Pretty special.
situation,
Pretty
just
special.
yeah, just making plays and making big shots. Like I was rooting for him, honestly. That was great to watch. Um and also shout out to JJ Redick because it seems like he has now reached this team because they have kicked it into high gear, and Rui as well. And I would, for the most part, DeAndre Ayton too has been playing pretty formidable
Yeah,
against this Houston Rocket team. And also, what we've ever already said about the Houston Rockets on this podcast is that unfortunately their team just does not, they cannot score, and their main hub is Kevin Durant. And
yeah,
I mean, until that gets addressed, uh they're probably going to get eliminated. um
yeah. Um,
and
it's
that's where
just
we're at.
sad. Yeah,
and and
it's sad for KD to go out like this, man.
and
I
that's
think
another
he
thing
wasn't
too.
planning
I
for this.
I do not think KD will stay on this team.
No, no, no. He's gone. This was his last season
Yeah.
with the Rockets, and then we also forget this has to be KD's last season with the Rockets, or else KD has to shoot the fair one with every single one of those Rocket young players that he was talking about during his little Twitter rants
Yeah.
under his burner account. KD has to find another team. This is not for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This the situation. I saw the situation going totally different. You and I spoke
Same.
about the Rockets and the potential when they added KD. I'm like, they just added the perfect piece. Fred Van Fleet being out does have a lot to do with it. You know, they
Yeah.
don't have a point guard. Reed Shepard,
Is
ladies and
inexperienced.
gentlemen, Reed Shepard is being uh, his light is being dimmed out by a coach that I love, Ime Udoka. Reed Shepard will probably end up on another team, and Reed Shepard will be really, really, really good because he wasn't the third pick for no reason. Okay,
For sure.
you and I have spoke about this before. It does matter where you get drafted at.
Yep.
It matters what team you get drafted to. If Tim Duncan does not get drafted to the Spurs, we don't know what his career would have been like. Okay, so it does matter where you get drafted at. And unfortunately for Reed Shepard, he got drafted to the Rockets, who just recently acquired a new head coach in Ime Udoka. And Ime Udoka is just he's not putting Reed Shepard in the right position. His confidence is shot. You could tell by just watching him. He has no confidence, and that comes back when you actually feel wanted and you're not afraid to make mistakes. And right now, you can tell Reed Shepard is out there afraid to make mistakes. And you just got to let him play and let him prove that he is the number 3 pick, and that you made the right pick. And I don't think it's going to happen under Ime Udoka.
Yeah, and we did see the inexperience show, and LeBron definitely recognized that because unfortunately LeBron has switched on to him a couple times already in this series, especially that OT masterpiece that we did watch. Which, I mean, just watching those final sequences was, man, it looked like a grown man versus a little boy
Yeah.
playing
Well, no, you
basketball.
you said it yourself.
Yeah.
The inexperience showed, and the experience showed for the Lakers.
Yeah. So that would be a fun one. that I guess that would be a fun series to the Lakers and the Thunder.
Yeah.
Um, so let's move on as well. Oh, a series I did want to talk about
No, no.
The Denver
Wait a
Nuggets and the
minute.
Minnesota Timberwolves.
I know. Wait a minute. I have to go back to what you just said.
What
That's you said that's going to be a great series.
a fun series.
It's not going to be fun. The OKC Thunder are going to dismantle the Lakers.
Well,
They're going to expose all their weaknesses, which they have a lot of.
yeah,
And if they catch the Lakers during the transition of bringing back Luca or bringing back Reeves, now you have a team that has to readjust to playing with Reeves and Luca. And this team, and we saw it when Jason Tatum came back with the Celtics. That readjustment period is a real thing.
yeah,
Okay, chemistry is a real thing, and these Lakers have great chemistry because you know who's at the helm? The GOAT is at the helm. Okay, he is running the show, and he's been here before. He brought that '07 Cavs team to the finals in his prime, or before he got to his prime. He can bring these guys to the. He can bring them to the Western Conference Finals with no Luca and no Reeves.
for sure. Yeah,
Make no mistake about it. He doesn't need them to get to the Western Conference Finals. They're probably going to win this series, and depending on who they match up with, if it's the Nuggets or the Wolves, is it? I mean, do
no,
we have that order right? Who
no,
do they
yeah,
get?
yeah. They get OKC after
Okay,
this
yeah,
game.
yeah, they get OKC. So I mean, that's going to be tough. OKC is going to be tough, but the fact that Brown can get you one series at his age,
Yeah,
put some
that's what I
respect
mean.
on his name.
That's
All
what I mean.
right, put some respect on his name.
And even if they do have a hard readjustment, they're gonna have two offensive weapons to go to, and you know
Well,
Luca's gonna show up.
yeah, but the readjustment is players that are getting the touches are no longer getting the touches. That's the
Correct.
readjustment, and that ball has energy. And I mean, you want to get the rock and be able to do something with it. And with Luca and Reeves and Braun out there, there's only so many touches that can go around. So I'm trying to say is that the team is playing with a sense of urgency. They're having fun out there. Braun is unselfish, okay,
Hmm.
and they're NBA players at the end of the day. They're going to show up to play. Everybody in this league is good.
Yeah,
Bron just brings that out of them,
for sure.
and that's all going to end when Luca or Reeves come back. But um, OKC maybe they take him in five.
In five, all right.
Brown
I,
gets you one.
yeah, I think Braun gets you one
He gets you at least one, man.
at
You know.
least. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm at least interested to get an eye on that one. But yeah, the Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, man, what a fun, actually a big surprise because I said here as well, Denver would easily take this. They have
Hey yo.
Ayo Dosumu, the emergence of Ayo Dosumu off the bench was an amazing game. Uh, and also, to see my boy Anthony Edwards go down that way, it just really sucks. But I mean, what a big surprise of the Joker just not having a great series so far. I mean, the latest series, the latest series, the latest game, he did emerge a little bit better, was kind of in flow of his usual self, but for the last 3 games, I would say he was non-existent, not impactful at all. Body language also said it on the floor. Uh, and it's an odd one too with the Denver Nuggets because with the addition of Cam Johnson, you thought this season they were going to be a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And I mean, for the most of the regular season, they have been, but from what we're seeing so far in the playoffs, it does not look like the same team.
Uh, playoffs expose expose teams, man, and the
Hmm.
Denver Nuggets are getting exposed. For Jaden McDaniels, first of all,
For sure.
what Jaden McDaniels is doing, these Jedi mind tricks. I mean, he's like the fucking Joker out there.
Yeah.
He's basically telling them that none of you can play defense. He's telling an NBA player that they can't play defense, and he's doing it
publicly.
on a big platform publicly. And if I'm the Denver Nuggets, I'm taking that shit personal because Jaden McDaniels shouldn't be talking like that. He's not there yet, and you know has showed something, but he's Jaden McDaniels is not on that level to even speak like that. But he's not wrong. They can't
He
play defense,
I
man.
I will say what Jaden McDaniels has been doing is he's been showing up and he's been playing with
Yeah,
energy
listen, he
and
is a
he's been
super, super talented player, man. Super talented. But he basically called his shot like Babe Ruth, and
it's been
it's been
working
fun to watch the growth for Jaden McDaniels, the growth for Ayo DeSomu. That addition, and the Houston Rockets could have traded for Ayo DeSomu at any time.
for sure. I mean, that was a
By the way,
fire sale from Chicago. I mean, he was just rotting on Chicago's
Chicago was giving him away
bench.
for nothing, and I
Yeah,
think we are gonna see uh, a potential um, all star.
yes,
This we're seeing a potential up and coming all star in AO, and the kid from Chicago has shown up, and it's fun to watch his development. We seen him in the Bulls. We always knew he had potential, right? But
for sure.
it's been fun to see his growth and looking forward to next season. Hopefully he gets locked in with Minnesota. I like the Minnesota fit for him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I like the backcourt. He's kind
yeah.
of like a Tyrese Maxey variant with the
Hey,
speed and kind of the play style.
maybe the Wolves found their D White.
Correct,
Maybe,
correct.
maybe
Now the only thing that goes up against him is he's a little undersized, but the quickness is what.
6'4". Wait, I mean he's not. I mean he's long though.
Yeah, he has a kind of a unique build, and he's
Yeah,
extremely fast. I mean,
yeah,
he has a speed on him, and that honestly, I think that's also his biggest weakness is the fastness. He kind of plays at a crazy pace. But I do like the fit in the on the T Wolves. Shout out to DiVincenzo as well for the godly ill-timed Achilles tear.
yeah. That was
That's a
difficult
big
to
blow
watch.
to the Timberwolves along with Anthony. So I am I am interested to see how this series goes. Waiting for the next game. I mean, like I said, I've been wrong already. Two picks in, and we're not even on the East yet. But yeah,
That and knee was it a knee contusion? No, not knee contusion. That
he had a like a yeah. It was somewhat of a
hyperextension.
hyperextension. Yes,
That hyperextension looked
very
bad.
bad.
It looked bad. I don't know how far the Wolves can get without Ant. I don't want the Wolves to move on without Ant.
Yeah,
We need the Timberwolves to move on with Anthony Edwards because I believe that they have a legit shot to come out of the West.
for sure.
Um, Gobert is playing really well. That supporting cast is playing really well. The emergence of Ayo DeSomu
Hmm.
is uh, has been exciting, and you just want to see Ant be able to play because I think they can knock out OKC and the Spurs in a 7 game series. I think Ant is that good. I think that Timberwolves team is that good. So let's see what happens. But if he can't come back, I want to see the Wolves. I
Yeah,
mean, I would like to see the Nuggets move on.
get another win in the playoffs
Yeah,
against the
because this is just a
Nuggets.
bad matchup for them.
Yeah,
Jokic has been, Gobert has done his thing against Jokic. So
hmm,
this is just a bad matchup for them. I think whoever else they match up with, I think Denver can knock anybody out.
for sure.
If that supporting cast gets going and Jamal Murray and Jokic are in prime form, I think they have a shot. So
Yeah, but yeah, let's see how that one plays out. The next surprise we have on our list here is the San Antonio and Spurs and Trailblazers series. Um, Kind of an odd series too. I didn't think the Blazers had a chance. They have for sure put up a good fight against the Spurs. Um, that game is currently going on, I believe, as of right now, or about to go on. So we're gonna have to, see how things play out. But um, yeah, the Spurs are pretty much what we said before. They are a powerhouse with Wemby on the court, and I mean, even with Wemby not on the court, Dylan Harper had a monster game off the bench in his playoff debut. Um, so I mean, uh, yeah, guys, the I still see the Spurs coming out coming out on this side. Again, Denny Avdija has been amazing for Portland, and Drew Holiday has had some, big contributions to that as well. But yeah, Portland has surprised me with the fight, but still the Spurs are who I have coming out of that series.
Yeah. So there's been a few storylines for this series that I wanted to see. So here you have the Spurs, right? Who are they're the quintessential small market team that can talk that talk with some of the bigger market teams, and they went through a rebuilding period that didn't last that long. Drafted very, very, very good versus a team like the Blazers who has had the opposite luck. They've drafted horribly, just bad luck. One of the worst ownership in the league resides in Portland, and I wanted to see the Blazers win. You know, because it's fun when the Portland Trailblazers are winning, it's fun, right? But they took Scoot, and listen,
Excuse me.
Scoot was he was supposed to be a lot better than he is. He
For
he just
sure.
has he's just listen. I think it's about that time for us to say maybe he's just not as good as we thought he was going to be. That's okay to say that. Playoffs are when you see who is who and you make a name for yourself, right? And so far he hasn't been. Now, the rest of the Blazers team, I like their team. Like I like what they have going over there.
You add
And
Damian Lillard to this, and
you got
it
something
looks like a
going.
it looks like a formidable team.
Yeah, I like Danny. Um, Robert Williams, I'd like to get him back in Boston, and I'm sorry that you guys got him because he's playing amazing. But I like this Portland team. I'm not surprised that they're fighting. They're putting up a fight. They won at least one. So, but I expect the Spurs to kind of finish this tonight. I think it's
Yeah,
over, man. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm looking at
I
score now. It's I think they're up by 20.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, Wemby is a definite hard task to go up against, especially that Spurs team. That's a machine. Uh, yeah, they're a tough one. Um, Now let's move on to the East side here. Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic. Watching the game last night, Orlando Magic 3-1 lead now over the Detroit Pistons. The Magic have completely exposed the Detroit Pistons along with Jalen Duren these playoffs. Um, I knew this was going to be a good matchup, a good fun series to watch with the physicality and the size. Uh, or the Orlando Magic have looked like the more hungrier team here, um, in mostly every game, even the games that they gotten blown out, which has already happened once. But yeah, I mean, this is not looking good for Detroit, especially for Cade with as many turnovers he's been having every game this series. The Pistons just don't have an answer so far for the Magic.
Pistons have no depth,
Hmm.
and when you're relying on Kevin Herter to come off the bench and get you maybe 10 to 15 in hopes that he will. And he doesn't. And then I'm gonna call somebody out that I've never called out before, but this is literally his job to come off the bench and be a spark plug. That's what teams pay you for. You're super talented. Karis LeVert, you should not have 24 minutes of cardio with only 2 points. That's unacceptable. 24 points. I mean, 24 minutes with only 3 points. I'm sorry, 2 points. The Sixers have Cade Cunningham has no help.
unfortunately.
Someone else we got to call out, Asor Thompson, 6 points. The Pistons need more offense out of you, my guy. I get it. You're the defensive guy, and you're most likely guarding the best player on the other end. But 6 points is not going to get it done. As much as I talk shit about Tobias Harris, last game he had 20 points.
Yeah.
So he was at least trying
He had
something.
a he's had two. I would say he's had two good playoff matches already against the Magic,
Yeah.
doing his thing. But I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that one too. They just need more scoring. It just doesn't look like they have much other than Cade. And also, I mean,
No,
listen,
but they have.
well, that's what I'm coming up next to. Jalen Duren. This is a guy that's supposed to get extended this upcoming summer. He's one of their best players, their building block guys. And for him to be kind of
Yeah, he's
gone for this whole series is unacceptable if I'm a
um
Detroit Pistons fan.
Jalen Duren is letting Angel Reese's boyfriend punk him.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
You are massive. Why do you only have 12.8 rebounds, man? Okay, you should be dominating this series.
A
He's
force.
asking for a max. He's gonna ask for a max in the offseason. If I'm the Pistons and if he continues these type of performances, if I'm the Pistons, I'm saying, hell no.
Yeah.
Have you lost your fucking mind? 12 points, eight
And
rebounds.
most I would say every game he's been almost non-existent, just not even
Wendell Carter's sunning him.
yeah, and even last night we saw him get subbed out for Isaiah Stewart in the final minutes of the fourth. I mean, it's just
And also
unacceptable.
listen, and also Mr. Bickerstaff, I don't like you as a coach, but with this Pistons team, you grew on me because I'm like, you know what? That takes some talent. That's a good coach. He brought the best out of everybody. They had a great regular season. But for the life of me, I can't understand how you cannot get Duncan Robinson open. You never heard of a double screen? I
Yeah,
mean, why isn't he running off of screens? If you give Duncan Robinson at least 1 second,
give him a handoff, a DHO, anything.
I mean, 7 points, 1 for 6. Some of that is on him, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, some of that is on him.
No, no,
But
it
for the most part, he struggles to get open though. He
yeah,
does.
yeah, and it also seems like they kind of run him off as like a last option.
And yeah,
Like
and what kind of attempts is he getting? Are they contested? They
exactly.
look contested.
They look like they're a
One for
hor
six.
and they're also what I saw yesterday, a lot of it is bailout shots that he has to take
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end of
yeah,
shot
yeah. They're like
clocks.
wild shots. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're
So
right.
I mean, and if and I what I do remember so far this season is his numbers on that team on the regular season were great and a boost to their success this year.
No, he
So
fits. He fits the system. He fits that team. Everyone needs
agreed
a Duncan Robinson. They
for
have
sure.
one.
Yeah,
They got to use him better.
yeah.
But dude, the Magic. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. This Magic team is not an eighth seed, guys. All
No,
right, don't
definitely
fool
not.
yourselves. The Magic were
Projected
highly
around four or
ranked.
five, 4 or 5 seed is where I had them coming out at the end of
I
this
had them
year.
in the middle of the pack
Hmm.
with an explosive coming out year for Paulo, which didn't happen. And Franz Wagner getting better. They didn't have Jalen Suggs for the majority of last year.
And again, injuries plagued them. I mean, they're
Yeah,
healthy now, which is a great thing, and that I think that's what we're watching right
they're
now.
still missing Franz's brother Mo, right?
Yeah,
So, but this Magic's team, one thing this Magic's team does have, um, they have depth. They
yeah.
have depth. They have some players coming off the bench. This Kane guy,
Jamal Kane,
he's
Jamal Kane.
legit. He's legit.
I feel
I always
bad that
like
we.
Anthony Black.
Yes,
Always
yes,
like
for the
Anthony Black.
defense.
Yes, I love his game. De Silva's good. This center Batazze, he's
Yes.
fucking leaping around blocking everything. I like their team. They have depth, and that's the difference right now. The
Hmm.
Magic have depth, and the Pistons don't. And that's something the Pistons got to fix if they want to win. You got to have a quality bench in the
Yeah,
playoffs. Cade is getting exposed because he's being overworked because he's the only one doing anything.
definitely the size is bothering him.
And Jalen Duran, as big as you are and as tall as you are with 8 rebounds, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, like again,
There's no
unacceptable,
fucking excuse for that.
unacceptable.
I mean, what the fuck?
Well, that now since we're on the unacceptable part of the podcast, let's move on to the Cavs and the Toronto Raptors
Well,
because I mean, let's just say again, I was wrong. I thought this was going to be a one-sided series. Toronto has stepped up huge, huge, and the games that they've stepped up, Brandon Ingram hasn't even had a big game yet, and it's they now have the lead over the Cavs. This Do- a big game from Donovan Mitchell has not happened. James Harden, once again from our last podcast, we were questioning if this was going to be the year that he does it. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I could say that for sure that it's probably not going to happen this year. Um, they're on the verge of elimination, and I've been disappointed with the Cavs' play against Toronto. Yes, Toronto has length, athleticism, and some highly unique players, but with the talent level on the Cavs, this is disappointing.
yeah. I didn't listen. I didn't think that it was going to be as easy as people thought it was for the Cavs to take out the Raptors. The Raptors are just a when they want to be a bad matchup for anyone in these playoffs. They're tall. They have physicality, and they got players that are actually one and two options on any other team. Um, if Barrett comes into his own and he gives them 15 to 20 points a game, and then you got Scotty Barnes almost averaging triple doubles, and
Mhm.
then you add a scorer like Ingram, who can score anyway. They have a quality center in Pottle. They're missing Emmanuel quickly, by the way.
Yep.
These ain't no scrubs. This is a talented team,
And
and
also,
they
can I
match up
say,
badly against the Cavs. I mean, because but you know what? They shouldn't though, because where the fuck is
mhm,
Mobley and fucking Jared at?
that is one way where I've been saying this has been a disappointing
Because they're yo, dude,
series.
they're bullying them. 7 points, 8 points. The Raptors are bullying them.
Yeah. And also, let me give a big shout out to Colin Mary Boyles
He's
from the
balling,
Toronto
dude.
Raptors.
He's
I've been
balling.
saying since this beginning of the regular season that this kid is something special. And also their backup, Sheed or Shed, if I'm saying his name right. I mean, these are young guys, but they on defense, they are a menace on the perimeter and they can make some big shots. So
Yes.
shout out to those guys because they've been playing really well, I think, so far this series. But yes, and also shame on James Harden. You were
Shame on
brought
James
in.
Harden, man. But
You
you know what? I'm so fucking tired of shaming James
exactly.
Harden. James Harden loves to be shamed. This is
Yes.
his. He loves this playoff shaming shit. I think at this point he's like, yo, I can't wait to make the playoffs and just stink it up again. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fucking fun. We're gonna have a good time there.
And also, can we finally put an end to the debate with the James Harden and Dwayne Wade compare?
That debate will go on because
It's
it's not based off of winning. It's based off of skill.
accolades.
No, no, no. Skill. In terms of skill, who is the more skilled, talented player? It's James Harden. 100%. He's a better scorer than Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade has defense. Dwayne Wade has other. Listen,
Hmm.
one of the greatest players of all time. But in terms of talent, James Harden MVP seasons were fucking incredible. Debate over. Better
Yeah.
career? Yes, Dwayne Wade. More accolades? Yes, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
In terms of raw talent, 6'5", doing the shit that he was doing, step back threes, Dwayne Wade was doing that.
Yeah. I give the shooting part to James Harden,
He's a
but
better
that's
scorer. He's a
yeah,
better
yeah.
player.
That's all I'll give him though.
Of course, because you love Dwayne Wade, but come on, man. I mean, Joe, one thing we can't deny is James Harden is
He skilled.
incredibly talented, bro.
Yes, he is,
He is one of the most skilled players we've ever had,
which drives
but
me
he can't
crazy.
fucking win.
Yes, it honestly drives me
He's
crazy.
got a problem with losing.
Yeah,
He's
and
addicted to it.
and I don't think you can put him on any team and that will change. He's
No,
still
he thinks
give
he's the
you
system.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't know. It's not looking good so far. I mean, we're gonna have to find out tomorrow when they play. They're 2-2 right now, so tomorrow could be a leading game. We'll have to see who comes out to play. But yeah, and also Donovan Mitchell needs to show up. He has not had a particularly good series. I don't know if that eye is affecting him, but he needs to show up.
There's no reason. Um, there's no reason why Maximus Strusimus should have 1 point with 20 minutes of cardio.
I'm with you on that one. He had 27 against the Heat not too long ago.
Max, what the fuck are you doing out there? You're not playing basketball, dude. 20 minutes, 1 point, 7 rebounds. You're literally just rebounding and passing the ball.
Yep. So
They got Merrill at
Sam
least.
Merrill
Yeah, I mean, he's coming off the bench doing something. But the Cavs need more from Schroeder, Mobley, and Allen.
for sure.
Um, Harden's 19-8. That's what you're gonna get with James Harden. You're gonna get an efficient game. 19-8, not many turnovers, but the rest of the team got to show up. That those Something tells me those 8 assists would have been like 17 or 18 if Mobley and Allen and Struess weren't
Came to
weren't
play.
weren't just running around doing cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to see how that one plays out tomorrow. Um, Currently, the New York Knicks game is over. New York Knicks have now taken that game against the Hawks in a commanding 126-97. The Knicks have a 3-2 lead over the Atlanta Hawks. Um, this has been a crazy series, especially the first two games of the series were really wild. Shout out to the Hawks for fighting their lives against this Knicks team, and also um, exposing the Knicks too. We've seen already in two back-to-back games of Jalen Brunson along with the rest of the Knicks just get shredded on defense,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean the Hawks have a winning chance against this Knicks team. They're not. I don't think the Knicks are honestly as to par as I thought. But however, I do think this is a bad matchup for the Knicks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean we're gonna have to see the next game, see what happens. But this Hawks team is the real deal. I mean, this if you're a Hawks fan, this is probably the greatest thing you could probably see, trading away your franchise player and seeing them pull out these type of wins in a playoff environment uh, against their rival. I'll say that's one of their rivals or a rival type team.
If I'm Kevin Durant, I'm trying to get to the Hawks
Yeah.
and play with that young core that they have with Daniels, Johnson, Okongu, and Alexander Walker, who is emerging as one of my favorite players.
Hmm.
Um, so this Hawks team is not surprising me. They're just a bad matchup for the Knicks, just like you said. It's just a bad matchup. Jalen Johnson is not even he hasn't even arrived yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't even scratched the surface yet. This Jalen Johnson kid is gonna be special. And with Atlanta, they did the right thing. You got rid of Trey Young.
Yeah.
Let him shine. They did the right thing. They saw it and they pulled the trigger and traded Trey Young for what I believe was the betterment of the team, and we're seeing it now. For them to be tied up with the Knicks 2-2, the Knicks just won, so now it's 3-2.
Yeah.
But they're giving the Knicks all they want. I'm thinking the next game is going to be competitive, and I see the Hawks winning that. I see this going to 7.
Yeah. This is definitely a series that could go 7. Shout out to CJ McCollum as well, for big time shots at in some of these playoff games we've seen. I mean, those first two games were wild to watch, and
CJ
now it's
McCollum's been like that.
yeah, of course. He's and that's the thing. It's fun to watch because he's always been this
Yeah.
underrated player in the league, and he is a big time shot getter. I mean, that Portland team with Lillard, they had some playoff scuffles um throughout the years. So that and they were a great team as a dynamic duo as well.
CJ McCollum provided one of the best March Madness moments for me watching Lehigh, win games in the March Madness tournament and watching CJ McCollum just kill people. So yeah, it was yeah. Listen, he's always been special,
Bucket getter.
but tonight he didn't show up.
Yeah,
So
of course.
I think he's gonna show up next game. I still see the Knicks winning. Listen, the Celtics and the Knicks are on a collision course. We're on a path to collision. Okay.
A
This is the
rematch.
series everybody wants to see. New York and Boston. And I'm going to tell you, it is going to live up to the hype because JT is on a redemption tour and it starts in New York. Okay.
That that'd
The,
be a
te- the
good
team that
place
he
to
got in,
start.
that's where he got injured at.
Yep.
So now it comes full circle. We don't go down 3-0. Were we down 3-0?
Who?
Us against the Knicks last year? No, we were down 2-1.
No, yeah, I think it was 2-1.
2-1, 2-1. Well, no. We were down 3-1.
3-1, yeah.
Yeah. So this is all coming full circle, dude, bro. I am so looking forward to this fucking matchup. This is gonna be my NBA Finals right here because we're not even supposed to be here right now. Like no one thought this is supposed to be a gap year, and
Mhm.
we are on the verge. The Celtics are on the verge of winning another championship. That is a possibility. I don't know what the odds are right now, but can we pull up the odds of what the Celtics are? And if you put money on the Celtics in the beginning of the season to make the NBA Finals and you were a psychopath, then you made a lot of money because they're now plus 500.
Uh,
Vegas has the Oklahoma City Thunder minus 130. The disrespect,
yeah. And
the
plus
fucking
500.
disrespect, and plus 500 to a team that can beat the Thunder in 6.
I mean, if we're bringing in the refs, then I guess OKC has a good chance.
No, no, because if the Celtics play at the level that they should be playing at, they are beating the Thunder by 10 each game. So we'll see what happens. I don't mind seeing the Thunder or the Spurs, either one.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, I mean, this has been a fun playoffs to watch. Staying up late at night watching these West games. and which I'm about to do right now to watch the rest of this Spurs and Trailblazers game. Um, but yeah, guys, this has been a fun playoffs. Thank you for having us, and we're gonna be updating you throughout these playoffs. As the games go by, we'll make another episode and come back here, talk about it, and see how everything's playing out.
Yes, sir. We will be back.
Alrighty, guys. Good night. Have a good night.